It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Baltimore Orioles and the expansion era Boomers. Tom Seaver, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
At the plate, Cedric Mullins. He will lead this one off
the
today.
Afternoon for Baltimore, the center fielder, number 3.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
1 o'clock.
The 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Seaver is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at-bat.
And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Morgan takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Batting third.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the power-hitting outfielder Trey Mancini. First pitch on its way. Fouled off. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Popped him up. Morgan ranging into shallow right. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So a fairly painless top of the first. Ready now, Ricky Henderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading
first.
Off this afternoon.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Number 24.
This is grounded foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This one's flared off to the right side. In comes Rickard. He can't get there as it falls in.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score, but let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
Standing in now, Joe Morgan. He swings and lines it to left. In there, a base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They're in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Coming to the plate now, Ken Griffey Jr. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First offering on its way. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
The right fielder, Reggie.
We're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
In now, Mike Schmidt, as he lines it out to center. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
Willie Stargell.
Stepping in now, Willie Stargell. Line drive to left. Mancini will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits here. No errors, and a runner left on.
Leading off for Baltimore.
Leading off the inning, 19. Chris Davis, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A shot down the first baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The next 0-2. High in the air out to center field. Griffey waits on it. 1 down.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And when you talk about third base, you talk about a step and a dive. But you better have something to go with it when you get to your knees. And that's what this guy has. An absolute howitzer.
0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. The 0-2 delivery. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
That is it. The right fielder.
Stepping in, Joey Rickard. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in the dirt. Try and get a swing and a miss.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They trail things here 2-0. At the plate, Ozzie Smith set to lead off the home half of the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. This is lined to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that leadoff base hit means considerable speed aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, the offense did their homework coming into this one. There's another leadoff knock in a second. That makes five hits already for these guys.
And the Hall of Fame catcher Gary Carter hits next. The 1-0 home. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Mullins has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And I want to talk about shortstop Alcides Escobar. This guy's a premium defender. He's been that way his whole career. A former World Series champion. The ability to go up the middle and to the backhand with a strong arm.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Cashner pauses, coming at him with the 0-1. Swing and a liner. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Wow, and the hits just keep piling up for them. 24. Take a look at the numbers here. That's already 6 hits, and we're only in the second inning. We'll see if they can keep this up as the innings go on.
In now, Ricky Henderson. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a 3-run shot to left center as they extend the lead to 5-0.
And you can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy with some serious pop. And he pounces on this mistake and knocked it right out of here.
The batter, number 8.
Into the box, baseman, Joe Morgan. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Mancini on the move. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Now batting.
Striding in, Ken Griffey Jr. A base hit in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Oh, tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. We've played 2. Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Popped up. Carter is there. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting 8.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
And there's out number 2. Standing in, Andrew Kashner. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Lifted in the air out to left. Henderson is after it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Boomers lead it 5-0.
Leading off,
digging in to try it again, Reggie Jackson, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. First pitch on its way. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Check swing here and a little looper. There to take it is VR, and that's the first out.
Now batting, third base.
So one away here with the bases empty, and in steps all-time Philly great Mike Schmidt. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. Line, but speared on a hop. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
The first baseman, number 8.
Riding in once again, Willie Stargell hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while. He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
You can see that this wasn't that difficult to play as it headed up the middle, but it might have taken a funny hop there, and he couldn't make the play on it.
Your attention, please.
Now here comes the Oriole manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it changes in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. Stargell at second. Smith on at first with 2 down. Lifted in the air out to right. Rickards under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Now to the plate, Cedric Mullins. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And the Orioles have their first hit of the game.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
Standing in now, Jonathan VR. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
I think he kind of trained the hitter's eyes in that at bat. What I mean is you'll find the first three pitches are all down around the knee. So as a hitter, he's probably looking down there again, and that's the perfect time to raise his sights and make a good pitch up.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a two-run homer down the line in left, and it's now a 5-2 game.
That was a mistake with location, and he drove it out of here. I can't overstate how important this home run is, folks. It's not just the 2 runs. It's what he does to the guys in the dugout. 5-0 seems pretty desperate, but 5-2 is doable. That changed the whole feel of this game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. 2 runs on 2 hits. 1 error thus far for Baltimore. But picked up on a hop. And that's the second out.
Up next for the Orioles.
Stepping up now, Rio Ruiz. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. Count still at 1-2. 2 runs on 2 hits. 1 error thus far for Baltimore. And it's fouled away.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. On to Stargell at first, and the side is retired. But the Orioles at the plate, Tom Seaver set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Seaver.
Here's the first pitch to him. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Push to the right side, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 24.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Ricky Henderson. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out, and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate. Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
In now, Joe Morgan, as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Line drive to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. First pitch on its way.
The right fielder.
And that's dead center for strike 1.
Ritter.
Hit out towards second. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
The batter, number 1.
Into the box, Alcides Escobar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Who started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
0-1. Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and they'll get another chance. We're in the fifth inning here. 5-2 is our score. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
1-2.
And he fouls this one off.
Hey, I don't blame him for fouling that one away. His eyes lit up right there. He did not expect a changeup up in the zone with 2 strikes. Got to regroup.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the fifth. And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. Strike 1 to start the at bat. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2. So that was a good job to hold up right there.
Fouled away. The 1-2. Fouled off. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. So striding in, Ken Griffey Jr. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Griffey
Smoked on the ground up the middle. Escobar fields it cleanly, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
The right fielder.
Stepping up to the plate, Reggie Jackson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And in steps all-time Philly great Mike Schmidt. 0-1 the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slide.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Mark Trumbo will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 45. Mark Trumbo.
And he gets ahead 0-1. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Hit high and deep to right center. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Cedric Mullins. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Ball 1, taken just off the inside. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Grounded to first. Stargell right there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Ready for another shot now. Jonathan Villar, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up at knots, and the ball game is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
5-2 the final today. The expansion era jumped out to an
now is
early
our
lead in
final
the
line
first
score.
and never looked
Third
back.
for your
Tom
victorious
Seaver
home
pitches
team.
well
5
enough to
runs,
get the
8
W.
hits,
Andrew
no errors.
Kashner
They
couldn't
left
work
3
out of
men
the
on
third
base.
inning, taking the loss. So that's a wrap
Time of the
for us
ball
here
game.
this
2
afternoon.
hours
For
and
Mark,
59
Dan, and the
minutes.
rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching
Thank
MLB
you
Network.
for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.